So the game I'm playing today is called Chicory, A Colorful Tale. This is an action-adventure game in which you play as a tiny dog who wields a magical paintbrush, which allows them to paint the world around them in various colors. The game has been described by some outlets, including its own creator, as being kind of like a blend of Animal Crossing and The Legend of Zelda. Specifically the classic Zelda games, as this is meant to be more of a top-down adventure game, but the key difference here is that you have a paintbrush you can use in order to color objects within the game's environment. I don't know too much else about the game beyond that, so there's your intro for you, I guess. Now, normally this would be the point where I just dive straight into the game, since I don't really have anything else to preface the video with, but there's a couple of disclaimers that I need to get out of the way first. So, first and foremost, this game has not yet been officially released. I am actually playing a demo of Chicory today. A demo that is probably not going to be available anymore by the time this video goes live. I am playing a limited time demo that is only going to be available for about 2 days, from December 12th, which was yesterday at the time I'm recording this video, all the way up to December 14th at around 1 PM Eastern Time. Now, why exactly is this game receiving a limited time demo, and why won't you be able to just re-download it at any time and play it? Well, the only reason that this demo is even available to begin with mostly has to do with the Game Awards. Now, I'm sure most of you who are gaming YouTubers or have some other sort of profession within this particular industry have heard of the Game Awards. If you never heard of it before, it's an award show where they hand out various awards to some of the best games that were released during that year. A lot of people within the gaming sphere seem to mostly despise the Game Awards. I've never fully understood why, but that's not what we're here to discuss today. I personally don't care all that much for the Game Awards myself, but the reason I'm talking about it right now is because they did something kind of interesting during the show. Starting from December 12th all the way up to December 14th, the Game Awards will be hosting a special event on Steam called the Steam Game Festival. This limited time event will give viewers the opportunity to try out a few preview demos of some up-and-coming indie titles. One of the preview demos that was made available during this event was Chicory, a game whose release I'm actually kind of anticipating quite a bit at the moment, and I have been for like the past year almost now, because this game was formally announced a pretty long time ago. I actually remember when the developers of this game first announced it. I think it used to be originally known as Draw Dog, like in its very, very early days of development, but now it's known as Chicory, A Colorful Tale. I assume that's going to be its final name, most likely. So yeah, there was a limited time demo that was made available for this game during the Steam Game Festival, which again, the Steam Game Festival will likely be over by the time this video goes live. They also made some preview builds of a few other games available for download as well, including up-and-coming indie titles such as Spiritfarer, Eastward, Carrion, Acid Knife, The Drifter, and a whole slew of other upcoming indie games. I'm not going to be checking out every single one of those demos though, because I would not be able to realistically get through all of those demos within a 48-hour time period. I don't have the time to do that. And not only that, but the only reason I'm even doing a video on the demo of this game in particular is because Chicory is a game that I'm actually very excited for. This game has been on my radar now for the past year or so, and at the moment, it doesn't have a solid release date. In fact, the release date that is listed on the game's official store page on Steam is pretty ambiguous, because I would imagine this game will probably be released sometime next year. However, the game's release date on Steam currently says 2020X, which means that it may not necessarily be released sometime next year. It could even be released in 2021 or 2022. So the only thing we really know about the game's release date at the moment is that it's going to be released sometime next decade. And I figured that since this demo is going to be disappearing within just a few hours from now, I think 15 hours at the time of this recording, this will probably be my only chance to play the game now until whenever the hell it comes out, which could be within the next few months, or it could be within an entire year, maybe 2 years. Worst case scenario is that the game never actually gets finished, and this will be like the only evidence that we have of the game ever existing, or at least a playable version of the game. So I wanted to make this video just to show you guys what sort of state that the game is currently in. I've actually already played through the demo in its entirety, and there's not a lot to see in the demo, so don't get your hopes up too much. But we are going to play this today, and I'm going to show you where exactly the game is currently at in its development. And I am going to get this out of the way right now. When the game does get officially released, whenever that may be, I will most likely be returning to it, and I'll probably be picking up from where we last left off in this demo. I have no idea when that'll be, could be a few months from now, a year, 2, possibly never, but when the time finally comes, it'll happen. Also, one of the things that contributed to my excitement for this game is actually the people who are working on it. Chicory is being developed primarily by Greg Lobanov, who is also the creator of Wandersong. I did a video on Wandersong around the beginning of the year, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. The music for Chicory is also being composed by Lena Rayan, who is arguably best known for her work on the Celeste soundtrack. And one last thing that I need to mention about this demo is that when the demo does finally get removed from Steam, I think it's going to be removed entirely, which means if you've downloaded the demo in the past, it'll actually be removed from your Steam library. You won't be able to keep it. So your only chance to play Chicory in its current form was in between December 12th and 14th. So if you weren't able to get in early, then, well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until either a new demo of this game comes out or when the full version gets released. And who knows when exactly that's going to happen, but anyway, how about we get started here? Right, so this is actually just a title screen here, but yes, you can see that this is indeed a demo. It says, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Demo. And unfortunately, this demo will cease to exist within a few hours at the time of this recording, but for now, we are going to start a new game. And also, if you're wondering if the dog you're controlling here is called Chicory, well, the short answer to that is no. We are not currently controlling Chicory right now, but I'll just let the game explain the story for you, okay? I'll let the game explain everything to you. Also, completely ignore the fact that the words never again are written on this screen right here. Apparently, the game seems to remember something that I actually drew from my previous save file for whatever reason, even though I'm pretty sure I wiped my save file before recording this. But either way, yeah, just do it. Erase my save file permanently. So, what's your favorite food? It'll ask you to do this when you start a new game, so already this is actually kind of reminding me of Earthbound, because I'm pretty sure Earthbound asks you a very similar question as well. But basically what this screen is that it's a character naming screen. Now, I have no idea what the official name of the dog character is in this game. I'm not sure if he even has an official name yet, but I know for a fact that it's not Chicory. So if you choose I'm not sure, it'll just enter a random list of food items. I think it only chooses from 6 of them in particular. You have pizza, noodles, pancake, taco, peanut, and cocoa. Every time you press I'm not sure, it always brings up pizza first though, so I imagine that the dog's name might actually be Pizza? I'm not entirely sure. Normally I would just type in my own username here, Robotnik, because I do actually have enough letters to do that, but that's not an actual food. But I think I will just play along with the game here for now. Just so you know, every single character in this game is named after a food item. That's part of what gives this game its charm. Every character in this game is named after like a fruit or vegetable or some other form of edible product. I had to look up what exactly a Chicory is, and apparently it's a type of plant, but it's not a food item in and of itself, but it has several culinary uses. You can cook it, apparently, and it's also apparently used by some people to make coffee, so there's that too. So it's associated with food anyway, but you know what? I'm gonna reveal something about me that you guys might have never known before, because I don't think I ever talked about this in any of my videos. My favorite food is indeed pasta. Indeed, I definitely love my pasta, especially penne pasta in particular. Some penne pasta with like little pieces of hamburger and some sauce. My god, I would probably devour like 3 bowls of that crap within like 10 minutes. The magic paintbrush. Its every stroke fills our world with color. That sentence could be easily taken out of context, I feel. Naturally, someone has to wield it. The brush has been passed down through the ages. But the current wielder, Chicory, she's so cool! A total genius! Our worlds never look better thanks to her. And that's why it's up to me to keep her tower clean. Indeed. So, the dog himself does not actually have any color in him. We can color him later on, though. You'll be seeing that a little bit later on. But for now, we have to clean Chicory's room right here, because I don't know if we're, like, working for Chicory, like we're one of her servants or something. Like, I don't fully understand this. I also don't know if Chicory is, like, a boy or girl, because I don't think it's ever, I don't think her gender is ever mentioned to us, so I don't know. Maybe it's, like, an open to interpretation thing. Might be the same thing with the dog character, too. Huh? Well, that was a little bit strange. So, we're just gonna continue cleaning. You can go a little bit buck wild with the mouse right here. Yeah, some sort of earthquake going on, I don't know, maybe some sort of explosion. Doesn't matter, we're gonna keep cleaning her room here. So you left click and drag in order to clean up the place right here. You got a little broom right now. And then all of a sudden, there's no color. Oh no! All of Chicory's colors. I must have cleaned too hard. I've got to go tell her right away. So then you can use the W, A, S, and D keys to move around, and the arrow keys do also work. Also, just because I'm OCD, I'm gonna try and finish cleaning up this entire place. There we go. Just wanna leave like no spot untouched. Okay, want to clean up the whole place here. Yeah. Also, what's kind of interesting is that when the characters are talking to each other, or I guess when you're talking to the other characters, you can actually still clean up stuff in the background, and you can also still color stuff too. Not sure if that's particularly useful for anything, though. Phew, so satisfying. Yeah, so it's not possible to interact with any of the objects in Chicory's room right here. Usually it'll give you a prompt telling you that you can interact with it, but it's not giving us a prompt for anything in this room, so we just have to exit. Also, there is no specific key that you need to hold in order to exit through doors. You literally just have to walk through them. So this is the Wielder Tower. Odd. This was just colored in. So, you have multiple portraits right here. It doesn't actually allow you to read all of the portraits, though, but some of them you can. Ooh, yeah, this portrait. It's Almond, the classic wielder. One of the first to really show her personality in her coloring. After her, wielder styles became much more diverse. You have to respect her legacy. This one. I think this one is Carrot. He was okay. Really experimental. Even at the time, I don't think he was very popular, but I know he has some fans still. Ooh, this one... Wait, I gotta stop procrastinating. Chicory needs to know what's going on. Yeah, it only allows you to read, like, a specific number of portraits before your dog character right here decides that he needs to stop being a lazy bum and just get a move on. I imagine you'd probably be able to read the other portraits, but you'd have to select them wisely here, because you can only read, like, up to 2 of them before the prompts become completely disabled, so we just have to walk over here for now, and then you'll notice that there's a brush lying on the floor. It's Chicory's brush. So, we're gonna go and pick up the brush. What is this doing out here? Or wait, do we not actually pick up the brush right now? Okay, wait, maybe we need to go in Chicory's room first. Chicory? I'm sure she's here, but it's locked. Ah, everyone must be panicking, and she left her brush just lying there. What if I use the brush? Just like she would. I'm sure she'd appreciate the help. Maybe. At least. For a bit. You got the brush. Indeed, we're now holding on to Chicory's brush, so we're now officially her successor. So now that we are armed with Chicory's brush, we can select from only 4 paint colors. Yeah, a little bit lackluster paint selection right here, but we can now do stuff like this, where we can paint the floor, we can paint the walls. Oh yeah, we can just paint over the portraits as well. You know, if we basically want to, like, destroy the Wielder Tower right here, oh yeah, we can absolutely do that. Indeed, you only have like 4 different colors to choose from right here. And the different shades at your disposal will actually change depending on which area you're currently in. Because I know that there's an area later on in this demo where once we step into said area, the colors that we are given will actually change. We won't be able to use these colors anymore, but we'll be given a new set of 4 different colors. But this is kind of what you can do. You can kind of just draw on the ground right here, That is the worst smiley face I've probably ever drawn in my entire existence. But yes, you can draw a whole bunch of stuff here. It's not particularly useful to draw stuff on the ground or even in the background, but if there is one thing I've learned from playing games like this in the past is that the least useful features in video games are sometimes their best features. And I feel like Chicory is kind of an example of that. Like, this is an example of the type of gameplay that sets this game apart from the games that it obviously takes inspiration from, like Zelda and Animal Crossing. Because, I mean, can you wield a paintbrush in Zelda and just paint the entire landscape around you? And for the record, this paintbrush is not completely useless, because you need to use this paintbrush in order to solve puzzles later on. You will come across certain puzzles in the game that can only be solved by coloring over certain objects with your paintbrush, or in some cases removing color from your paintbrush, which you can do by right-clicking. Indeed, you can turn everything back to white if you just right-click and, you know, swipe around. This is one way to basically erase all the colors. If you right-click and hold, you can erase the colors a lot more quickly. There we go. There's like a little shockwave of paint that just kind of flies out. You can also do this the other way around by left-clicking and holding in order to fill in certain spaces with color, just like this. If you press the Enter key, you can also open up a bit of an inventory right here. So you can customize your little dog character right here. I also like the fact that he's wearing overalls too. He's a pretty cute little puppo indeed. You can make him wear no hat if that's what you desire. You have a bandana normally. So it is possible to customize your character with various outfits that you can acquire later on in the game. A lot of them will be hidden throughout the game world in the form of gifts. There are a few gifts that you can find in the demo version, but not too many of them though. If you go over here, we also have a collection, which is basically like an inventory. We can add more items to this collection later on. So this says clothes you've collected. In the Picnic Province, people hide their old clothes and gifts for others. Some people will give clothes away when you help them too. So I believe this currently shows the total amount of clothes items that we've received so far, that we've acquired, and we start with 2 at the beginning of the game, with plenty more that we can collect later on. Now, if we go back over to this menu, you'll also notice that there's an option here called Colors Unlocked, and then we can also lock the colors. So basically, what this option does is that it makes it so that you cannot change the colors on your dog friend right here. Now, you can customize the colors of your dog pal from within this menu right here, actually. So I guess if I wanted to make him seem a bit more realistic, we could add certain colors to his overalls or his skin color. There we go, we could change the overalls, we could change the color of him himself, like his skin, or I guess his fur more appropriately, since he is a dog after all. But if we're satisfied with our coloration, we can then lock the colors so that his colors can no longer be changed. So if we just want to make him look like this for the remainder of the game, we absolutely can. And then any color that we try to add on him later on, yeah, he doesn't change any color. Also, there is this mechanic too, where if you left-click twice, or you right-click twice, you can kind of just splatter the color onto the ground or any walls that you're painting. So this is one way to try and fill in colors a lot quicker. Of course, if you want to erase colors a lot quicker, you can do the same thing by right-clicking. There's just like a giant white paint splatter. You can also modify the size of your paintbrush by pressing either the Alt key or the X key. So you have a small brush, a medium-sized brush, and a large brush. Again, if you want to color in a lot quicker, you can do that. However, if you're trying to actually paint something and you want to go for some finer details, yeah, you may want to use the small brush instead. Anyway, we're not going to waste any more time with that. We are going to go outside now. So we are in Luncheon. Also, the fact that it said Picnic Province, again, it sounds very Canadian, and actually, Greg Lobanoff, I believe, is Canadian. Indeed, this is another indie game from Canada. Support Canadian indie developers and all that jazz. Anyway, we picked up some litter. So if we open up our inventory again, if we go to the collection, litter, pieces of litter you've picked up. You've heard there's a collection program for these somewhere. I have no idea if that specific collection program is available in the demo of the game. I don't believe it is, because, like I said, I've already played through the entire demo, and I have not come across this place where you can drop litter off. I haven't seen that in the game at all, which leads me to believe that it may not actually be in the game yet, and I wouldn't be surprised because this is just like a very early demo. So there's several different places we can go right now. Even in the demo, this game is fairly open-ended with, you know, the places that you can travel to immediately, because you can kind of go just anywhere you want at the moment. There's multiple branching paths. Supper Woods this way. Oh, that's where Blackberry lives. The wielder before Chicory. A living legend. Maybe she knows what's going on? But I should check on the townspeople too. And then if we read this sign over here, it says Nibble Tunnel this way. So we could try going to the left first, just to see what exactly we got. So we have this area over here that we can just paint in. Yeah, we have this house that we can also paint in as well. So this house right here is actually our house, and I believe it will explain this to us on this sign. Indeed, Pasta's house. So we can just go inside our house right now, and yeah, it's pretty barren at the moment. It's my house. Heh, I guess it's fairly sparse. Keeping the tower clean's always been priority 1. Now, according to the game's description on Steam, apparently you'll also be able to collect furniture later on in the game, so I imagine you'll be able to decorate your house with said furniture, probably in the full version, because again, I've not come across any furniture in the demo version of the game, so I imagine this is something that's only going to be added when the full game comes out. You can sit down right now, and sitting doesn't really have any use other than, well, you just sit down, and that's about it. So we can just get off of there for now. What I at least like is that whenever you're coloring objects in, it'll actually keep that color permanently until you decide to erase it, of course. So that is a nice touch. It's persistent. See? All the colors that I put right here, they haven't disappeared. So I like that. It's very persistent coloring. Your colors never get erased no matter what. They just stay there until you choose to erase them yourself. And I very much enjoy that. Guess we could also color in this background too. Again, this really does not have a use currently, but it's fun to mess around with, okay? Let's just say that. It's nice because it at least gives you some level of customization over your own house right here. Another mechanic that I should talk about here is that you can also press either the plus key or the minus key in order to zoom in. So you can zoom in on very specific areas of the map that you're currently in, and you can use this to get a better look at certain parts of the environment around you, or if you're trying to actually paint something, it'll allow you to catch the finer details. You know, if you can't quite see what exactly it is you're doing, but if you want to be more careful with your line tracing, you can absolutely do that. And I guess, you know what, just to try and demonstrate what exactly this looks like, I'm kind of thinking about, like, maybe doing just some sort of, like quick little demonstration here. You know what, I think I'm actually gonna try and maybe draw one of the characters from Piku Niku, because the characters in that game are the only characters that I actually feel like confident in drawing and actually making it look like something. I don't really have red right here though, so I'm more so drawing Niku from Piku Niku. Actually, wait a second. Those I think I need to make his legs a little bit wider, because both Piku and Niku have got some fairly wide legs on them. Or maybe I don't have to. Maybe this will work either way. It's something like this, right? Yeah, just kind of bring the legs down like that. God, they don't seem wide enough. Hang on a second. There we go. Just trace a little bit. Trace a little bit further. Oh god, it looks like I'm creating, like, actual feet, which is not at all what Piku or Niku look like. Oh, I can't tell if I'm making some nightmare fuel here. Also, since I don't have black, I mean, I could color in their eyes with purple. Hang on a second. Maybe their eyes need to be a little bit larger. Yeah, I think their eyes actually do need to be a bit larger. I don't think they're that small in the game, are they? Actually, how about I try redrawing this with just a normal size paintbrush? Because that does not look at all what I was trying to draw. Well, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything better than that. I mean, it's close enough. Piku and Niku are not exactly the hardest characters to draw. It's basically the same, okay? This is art. This right here is modern art. It absolutely deserves to be sold for $120,000. Okay, I just don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Let's just move on for now, because I feel like I'm just wasting my time drawing stupid memes. I mean, one little thing that we could draw right here is just a nice little sun. There we go. This is kind of how I used to draw suns when I was in elementary school. God, nice to know that nothing's changed. Holy crap. Okay, well, little eyes and a little face. Oh, that is not at all what I meant to do. Wait, this is not a big deal. Just like erase it. Erase it like this. And just give it a face. Oh no. This right here is what happens when you're a left-handed person trying to draw with your right hand. It just doesn't work out most of the time. And I mean, most of the drawings I've done with my left hand look even shittier than that, honestly, but... Okay, let's go up north, because we have some people we can actually talk to, along with a gift in the background. We can also highlight this for later, of course. Howdy do, Pasta. Chicory gave you the brush. Indeed she did. Well, actually, no, she didn't give us the brush, we kinda just, like, stole it from her. Have you developed your style yet? There's so many ways to color. I know what mine would be. I'd use Alt or X to make my brush huge and color everything super fast. That's definitely the best style. I think I'd use Alt or X to make my brush smaller, and plus to zoom in, so I can take my time adding small details. No, that's wrong. That's a horrible style. Ah yes, an art critic in the making right here. You know what's really fun? Hold the draw or erase button and keep your brush still. It fills things up super fast. I love it. We didn't know the brush was passing on. Yeah, and we didn't think it would be to you. Aren't you just like her janitor? Very rude, P. But technically true. Chicory always took her job seriously, so it is a bit unusual for her to give her brush to a total amateur. Got the brush, not us, so you can decide how to paint. Just remember, Alt or X can make your brush smaller. Or bigger! And remember, sometimes it's nice to take your time. But going fast is usually better. Well, I mean, if you're speed running, then yes, absolutely going fast is usually better. Yeah, in before there's like multiple speedruns of this game when the full version does come out. In before this appears at GDQ at some point in the future. We got more litter there. Actually, I've never gone around this part before. Oh, it doesn't even seem like there's that much else to see there. It's just a little piece of litter that I was missing. Yeah, so that cave entrance over there, we're gonna want to remember that for later, I guess, because I don't think we're actually gonna be able to access that part of the game in the demo. But I guess when we revisit this game, like 2 years from now, or whenever the heck the full game's gonna come out, yeah, there's definitely caves that we can enter here, and I think this is what it was talking about, Nibble Tunnel. I don't think we can access Nibble Tunnel in the demo, though, so, don't remember that area for now, because we won't even be able to reach it in this video, but... Or I guess remember it for when we eventually come back to this game. So, that little bush right there was kind of moving around. So, in certain bushes, you can find these little cats called lost kids. You can press the Q key in order to pick them up. You found a lost kid. Now, if we go back to our collection right here, lost kids you found, tap on rustling things to lose hiding kids. And I have no idea what the point of the hiding kids is for, because I don't think it explains that to us in the demo, and I don't think they're particularly useful in the demo either. Anyway, we talked to Basil over here. Hello, hello, Pasta. Care for a small gardening tip? Some flowers bloom when in color, but others bloom only when blank. If you wish to erase a colored one, you can use right-click. Wielding the brush must be overwhelming. If you're not sure what to do, I would talk to Blackberry, the old wielder. She lives in the Supper Woods to the southeast. Old folks like us are always full of advice, haha. The way to the Nibble Tunnel is through my little garden. It connects us to potluck and dinners, so folks are often coming and going through here. I hope my flowers make their trip a little nicer. Yeah, then you'll notice eventually that if you keep on talking to the townsfolk enough, eventually they'll run out of different, dialogue. Yeah, eventually they'll just run out of dialogue altogether and you won't be able to talk to them again. Which I guess is a little bit unfortunate, because that basically means you can't interact with the townsfolk ever again until they get something new to say. But for now, we're gonna get introduced to another new feature here. So, these trees right here. If I try to color these trees in, they will shrink. Also, walking over the trees causes them to lose color. I'm not entirely sure why that works, or I guess I'm not sure why that's a thing exactly, but if we want to pass through here, we have to shrink them down. So this is one of the ways that our brush actually comes in handy here. So we can just color some plants in, they shrink, and it allows us to get through tight passageways. You know, we can get to areas we otherwise would not be able to access. So, okay, yeah, so the Nibble Tunnel is actually down over here, but wait a minute. There is actually a gift over here that we can open. Yes, I also forgot that this goes to the gift. Okay, yeah, so we have a pocket jacket. Now, I do actually want to wear this pocket jacket right now, because this is going to be important for something that we can actually do in the demo. But I don't think I ever tried doing in the demo, so we are going to equip that for now. So, yeah, we are just going to wear it. So, this is the Nibble Tunnel right here, so we can enter it. Now, you'll notice that the Nibble Tunnel is very dark, and we also can't really, like, enter the Nibble Tunnel right now, though. As you can see, there's little fireflies that are roaming around in the tunnel right here. You can actually color them in, And we do have, it seems like we have slightly different colors for when we're in the Nibble Tunnel right here. See, because our purple right here, it's more of like a deep purple shade this time, or at least that's what it looks like to me. So there are various cave systems that you'll have to navigate later on in the game. But we can't navigate them right now because we are actually going to need an upgrade for our brush in order to get through these cave systems, because at the moment, it's too dark for us to navigate. The upgrade in question will allow our paint to glow in the dark. That way we'll just be able to paint all the caves and light them up that way. And while it is possible to collect that upgrade in the demo, we won't actually be able to use it or put it to good use because the demo does end almost immediately after we collect that upgrade. I'll talk about that more later on though, so for now, we are gonna have no choice but to go back because we can't really do anything there for the moment. But it's an area that we can return to later on, or an area that we'll probably be able to return to eventually when the full game comes out, so just remember it for later. Store it within your memory for, like, the next year or so, until the full game comes out. Anyway, gonna go down over here. We can talk to either Macaroon or Pumpernickel, but we'll just talk to Macaroon first. Oi! My house ain't got colors no more! Fix it! Give me some tough colors! You got it? Tough colors only! And if you didn't already know, you can change color with the mouse wheel or Z. Chop chop! Yes, he wants us to paint his house tough colors. Well, I got the tough colors just for him right here. So we're gonna start with a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this. Yeah, he's basically telling you to paint the top of his house. It can be like literally any color here. But how about we just put all 4 colors to good use? There we go. I don't know how I painted the ground over there, but whatever. It's fine. There. That looks very, very nice indeed. And then we'll just work our way around the bottom. Oh god, I didn't want to color him in. Wait a second, can I just move out of the way here? Okay. Oi! Those colors, they're so tough. I love them. You really did a bang-up job. I gotta thank you. We got the brim cap. That is not an item that we actually need for the quest that we can perform later on, but... Or I guess like the side quest that we can complete later on, but... you know what, just to add some variety to our clothing, we can change its color. Yeah! Hope you love that hat, as much as I love these tough colors! Thanks again. Well, hang on a second, buddy boy. I wasn't done coloring your house in, for the love of God. Yeah, it doesn't even matter, like, how exactly you color the house in. Because when he says that he wants you to paint his house all sorts of tough colors, he basically means, like, paint at least, like, 50% of it in, with literally any color at your disposal, but there we go. You got some nice colors right here. It's a little bit sloppy, but who the hell in their right mind draws with a mouse anyway? I know there's some digital artists who do that, but what I'm trying to say here is that I have no talent, okay? I have zero artistic integrity whatsoever. I can barely draw stick figures with a pencil. I'm probably never gonna be at the same level as say Bob Ross. No, that's likely never gonna happen. Besides, if I ever did have artistic talent of any sort, I'd probably just use it to like draw dumb memes or something, because that's just the kind of moron that I am. Anyway, this guy right here. Chicory thought you were worthy of the brush. Wielders simply aren't as good as they used to be. I miss the days of Blackberry. Hey! Chicory is an amazing wielder. Well, if you like that sort of thing. But Blackberry lives just to the southeast in the Supper Woods. You should go and meet her. It's normal for colors to fade out over time, but I've never heard of them vanishing like this. I've never seen the Wielder's Tower blank before, but it's to be expected. If you leave the brush in the hands of a novice like Chicory, Blackberry would know what to do. What even is that accent? I mean, I'm trying to make him sound like some sort of high-class aristocrat, because I imagine that's what this doofus with the glasses over here is supposed to be, but... Anyway, let's just move on. You know what? Bring some color to these trees over here. There we go. Let's make the place nice and vibrant, at least a little bit. You can also color the leaves different things as well. Yeah, there we go. Actually, it would probably make a lot more sense to color the stumps like that, right? Like this? Yeah, that seems to make a lot of sense, except for this cyan-colored beaver right here, but anyway. I probably colored a fence in as well. Oh my god, I actually can. Yeah, basically, you can color most objects in this game. Like, any object that you see within the game, you can most likely color it in. It's very nice. I really do like this like, little mechanic right here that they have. going on. Anyway, we're not gonna waste too much time with that. I do want to try and move on here. We have... Goat Lady, I think? Thyam? Okay, what in the world were you doing? Do you know about drawing with other people? If you plug in an extra controller, someone else can play with you as an extra brush. Drawing together can be nice. I know it always helps me relax. Okay, yeah, why are you just, like, running in place? Where did all the color go? It's giving me a weird feeling. So I'm catching a ride to see someone in Brekkie. Things always feel better with friends. Sometimes it takes only the smallest thing to make me feel terrible. I wish I wasn't so sensitive, but I've been learning to ask for help more. Yeah, so about that. So, Chicory does have co-op, or I guess it will have co-op when the full game finally comes out. And when I started up this demo, it actually showed the Steam Remote Play Together message at the very bottom right corner of the screen, so it does seem like, even in the demo version, the game already has support for local co-op. So yes, this game can actually be played with 2 players. You can have an additional player using a separate brush in order to color stuff in. It can definitely be useful for solving puzzles. This also just leads back up to Chicory's tower, or the Wielder Tower. So we got a bunch of different paths that we can go down right now. So we can go down over here, and there is someone that we actually need to talk to. It's locked. Oh, wait just a second! Gas pant. Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to point this out quickly. Another neat little thing that the game allows you to do is that it allows you to reposition the dialogue bubbles. Yeah, you can actually just grab them and just place them wherever you want. So if the bubbles are in the way or whatever, yeah, you can just move them out of the way. Or you can just move them off the screen completely if you want. You know, if that's what you desire. Yeah, and you can also still paint in the background, even during the cutscenes. It really does seem like you have a lot of control over the game's cutscenes here. Anyway, sorry, running a bit late today. Shoot, I even forgot to get dressed. There's some color for you. I better press Enter or C to change clothes. Much better. Okay, come on in. Okay, well, before we go in, I actually want to show off this phone booth right here. Heh, a phone booth. The only number I have memorized is my parents'. I guess I could call them. They always know what to do when I'm lost or stuck. They're the best. Yeah, so you can call home and get a hint on what to do next. I'm not gonna use that because I'm just gonna explain to you guys what you're supposed to do next, because I've already played through the entirety of the demo. Yeah, also, I believe this area over here is not accessible to us because, yeah, we can't shrink these trees down. There seems to be a lot of areas over here that are currently inaccessible to us. I don't know if they become accessible at any point during the demo. I don't believe they do. So anyway, this is like a nice little cafe right here, so this is Cola. Well, hey there, Pasta. What's new at the tower? I see Chicory lent you the brush. You know, this is great timing. I was just thinking our shirt design was stale. Wanna draw us a new shirt? Yeah, sure, why the heck not? Great. Everyone will be excited a new wielder did it. Just do whatever you want. Design a t-shirt. Indeed, it's kind of reminiscent of the tailor shop in Animal Crossing, which actually allowed you to design your own t-shirts. Oh yes, I definitely have fond memories of that. Well, since I don't really want to waste too much time actually trying to create some sort of complex, intricate design here, I'm just gonna do this instead. There we go. The letter B. Again, modern art at its finest. I mean, what exactly could the letter B mean? Well, it could mean a number of things. It could be your favorite letter of the alphabet. It could even be a pair of butt cheeks. Actually, speaking about that, one of the game's preview screenshots on Steam is actually this screen with an actual pair of butt cheeks drawn on it. Yeah, you can really tell this is a game that is not meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. Oh god, okay, no, just erase that. I don't know why that went on the side. I was trying to draw in the background, which you apparently can't do. You know, the B could mean anything that you want. The B stands for whatever you personally believe it stands for, okay? It's modern art, and art is open to interpretation. Art has different meanings to different people, so it can mean whatever you want it to mean. I also like how the edges of the paint animate as well, just kind of moving around the place. Again, this kind of reminds me of Yoshi's Story to some extent, or I guess it actually kind of reminds me of Baba's U now that I think about it, but then again, I said in my Baba's U video that the fact that the text seems to like animate around the edges, give that sort of like childish aesthetic. It kind of reminded me of Yoshi's Story, but I guess this reminds me of the exact same thing. Whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just make do with it for now. Wow, it looks great! I can't let you leave without taking one. You got B. Cafe tea. Well, I guess we could wear it for now, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, it gets mirrored when you're looking the other way. There we go. The letter B. Good God, this person has no taste in art whatsoever. Hey, mate. Loving the new shirt. It really captures your personality. Make sure you wear it everywhere, so everyone knows to come to the Joe shop, winky face. Folks from all over come to visit the Wielder's Tower. So it's always great to have Wielder merch here. Chicory's just so popular, and rightfully so. You can tell she cares a lot about her work. Gotta say, I'm really surprised Chicory lent her brush to ya. Haven't seen her in a while. How is she anyway? She's great! You know, she's fine. She's just been, like, kidnapped by supernatural forces, but other than that, no big deal. Said supernatural forces have also apparently, like, drained the world of color as well and just turned everything into black and white. You can sit down at this chair. We can talk to Oates as well. Fashion is a way to show, this is who I am, and when it's really sublime, it says, this is what the world is right now. But what is the world right now? That's a question I've been asking myself for the past 3 years, dude. Literally burning to a crisp. A beanie and a pocket jacket. That's the outfit I'm looking for right now. If you can show it to me, I'll give you something cool. Yeah, so remember that pocket jacket I was talking about earlier? Well, yeah, that's why we need it. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the way people dress says a lot about them, and I can tell just by looking at you that you're a good kid with a good heart. A beanie and a pocket jacket. That's the outfit I'm looking for right now. Yeah, and he just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Okay, I don't know how exactly your color got erased. So this right here is zucchini. Huh? Excuse me, I'm working. Go bother someone else. If you must know, I'm writing a book. It takes a lot of focus and effort to do, and it's very hard with someone bothering you. Please! I came to Luncheon because I've been stuck on my book, but there's so much creative energy here, I gotta pull this down a little bit because that's going a little off the screen. My ideas are finally flowing again. You're an artist, surely you understand. Well, it looks like your book could use a little bit more color, so there you go. Maybe the stool that you're sitting on as well. Yeah, you're just, like, squatting on that stool. Like, I guess it makes sense because you're a bird after all, but... Yeah, can't talk to her anymore, can't talk to Cola, and Oates is just gonna repeat the same thing over and over again until we get what he wants. Or until we come back here with what he wants. Yeah, so it seems like we can sit on... Well, I was gonna say we could sit on most of the benches here, but no, we can only sit on the actual chairs. I do like how all the art in the game does appear to be hand-drawn, though. Nice hand-drawn art style. I mean, definitely very reminiscent of, like, coloring books. I mean, this entire game is like one gigantic coloring book. I mean, let's be real here for a minute. I don't know if you could consider this, like, the very first video game coloring book or not, but, I mean, it's a unique premise, I'll at least give it that. For now, though, we are gonna continue on, because we are gonna come back for that beanie as well, and that pocket jacket. I already have one of the items that he wants. So, let's go and... but possibly grab the other one. I know where the other beanie is, or where the beanie is. Let's talk to Lemon first, though. Oh, hello, Pasta. Everything lost color suddenly. What's going on? And why do you have Chicory's brush? See, another thing I like, too, is that you can tell that the text is shaking right here. Yeah, and some of the characters also speak in different fonts, which gives them, like, their own unique personalities. It's kind of similar to what they did with Undertale. You know, in Undertale, you had all the characters speaking in different fonts to, like, I guess accentuate their personalities. It's a really nice touch. I really like it a lot. It feels like something is horribly wrong. Well, if you have the brush, can you color my house back in? However you like. Okay, well, let's just do this again. Oh god, I forgot I have the large brush enabled. Okay, well, let's just do this. Let's just not waste time. I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did before. Use all of the colors here. Just color everything in. There we go, very nice. We have to color around the bottom as well. Let's start with this side. Okay, well, that just... I don't know what caused the brush to get propelled to the right, but it just made a mess of the place. Thank you, but... I'm sorry. Can you erase it a bit? You can use right-click to do that. I'll tell you when to stop erasing. This person seems to have, like, very bad social anxiety. You know what? I can honestly kind of relate to that, though. Yes, we need to erase it. When she says erase a bit of it, she basically means erase all of it. Oh, that's enough. Thanks. It wasn't how I liked it before. But you can color it in again if you want. I'd really like if you colored it differently. Okay, well, let's go full modern art on this house then. There we go. Oh god, I don't like how it just erases the colors that I added over it. Okay, here we go. You like this? Does this look a little better to you? There we go. Splatter it with paint. Just throw paint all over the damn house. Why the heck not? It's very nice. Is it not? Does she not like that? Oh, are you done then? That's fine. It's just so different from how Chicory did it. Thanks. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks again. I've never seen all the color disappear like this. It doesn't feel right. Do you know what's going on? And then we can't talk to her again. So we'll never be able to tell her what's exactly is going on. Yeah, so let's just move on for now. Okay, let me try and actually, like making another sun here. I want to actually try and do this right. Okay, that's not doing it right at all. Hang on a minute. Here, medium brush. Just want to try and do this correctly, okay? There we go, nice. Just a little rays. Little rays of light right here, okay? I want to try and, like, give it a face here. See, and I have to be careful, because like I said, there's a problem with my mouse, which causes it to double-click for no reason, so maybe I should use my trackpad for this. Give, like tiny little eyes, and nice little face. Actually, make his eyes a little bigger. That might be a bit too big, but I don't know. This is still the exact same over here. Okay, so there's a little, like, fox person right here that we have to talk to. His name is Pickle. Oh, hey, Pasta. Is that the brush? Did you steal it? Lol, whatevs. Yep, he talks exactly like he's in a chat room or he's using Twitter. What's it like wielding the brush? I bet it's really cool. It's really cool. Oh yeah. I'm jealous. Can I try it? Yeah, we can let him try it. OMG. And see what he comes up with. Yeah, he has a special color that only he can use, though. I'm jealous myself, because of the fact that I can't use that color myself. It's me. He drew himself. Well, I mean, that's pretty accurate. I mean, yeah, it's basically your face. Chicory would never, ever let me touch the brush. But it was super fun. Thank you, lol. Do you like my drawing? Yeah, let's just be nice to him. Thank you. Maybe I should be the next wielder. Wink. Yeah, he audibly says wink. Being the wielder is sweet. Makes you super cool and important. Everyone wants to be your friend. Wish I had that, lol. And now it's just gotten really sad. Let me try filling in these cliffs with color. Yeah, there we go. It only colors them in right up to the, yeah, to the edge, the outlines. There we go. Actually, we could color in the cliff sides as well, right? Yeah, that won't damage anything else. Okay, there we go. There we are. That's kind of nice, a nice little shading right there. Right, so in that case, we are just going to continue on for now. I believe I am running into a tree, god. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna go down over this way now. What does this sign say? Supper Woods this way. Indeed, because we can't actually go to the Supper Woods, so we have to just shrink these trees down by painting over them. You can go either down or to the right. Now, if we go down to the right over here, you'll notice that there's this mysterious person over this way. Now, I don't know for sure, but I believe this person right here might be Blackberry, and we actually saw a portrait of them back in the Wielder Tower. Yet for any of you keen-eyed people out there, you know, if you were paying close attention, you might have seen a portrait of this character in the Wielder Tower near Chicory's brush. So they were one of the previous wielders, and we do have to go and meet with them. But for just a minute, we're gonna take a detour and go to the Yum Cave and just show you that the Yum Cave actually exists, because we can't actually do anything else here right now. Yep, again, this is an area that is not currently accessible to us in the demo, but this is another cave that we'll be able to revisit at a later time. We'll probably have to wait until the full game comes out before we can actually visit this cave and search it in its entirety. It does seem like there's a little bit of a wall over here, though, that we can paint in. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of wall over here. So I can at least tell that there is a wall, but I can't tell what exactly I'm running into, so that's not good. Yeah, I'm just running into solid objects, so there's not really anything we can do here. What is kind of interesting is that all of the fireflies that are colored in, yeah, they're actually emitting that color. So then the colors actually start to blend in with each other. So yeah, that cyan and red down there, it's causing the fireflies to emit like a bluish glow, as you can see. That's really nice. It got like color blending here. Indeed, but there's nothing else we can do there for now, so we're just gonna have to ignore it for the time being. For now, we're gonna have to go over this way. We're gonna get introduced to some puzzles. I mean, if you could even call them puzzles. We have to regrow these. We can use these as platforms. Yeah, so we can run over the trees and use them as platforms, but we need, we have another gift right here. Yes, we do have the beanie, so we are going to wear this right now. So, we are actually going to go back very quickly to that other guy, back in the tailor shop, or like the cafe, because we need to tell him that, oh yeah, we are back in Lunchy in here. Yeah, I guess because we did actually leave this area, but we need to go back in here and just talk to him very quickly. Whoa! Your outfit is it! You've captured the moment with it. For that, here's something cool. You got shades. Indeed. Well, let's just wear the shade. Okay, I guess that counts as a hat. A fashion master knows the right time to wear something. I know you'll wield that with mastery too, but I think I'm looking for a new outfit now. The sun over the flowers. That's the outfit I'm looking for right now. The sun over the flowers. I don't know what exactly that means. There is a sun hat that you can find later on in this demo, actually. Don't quite know if that's what he's referring to or not, or if that's one of the items he's referring to. But for now, we are just going to try and carry on here, because I do want to try and, you know, actually carry on with some additional gameplay here. Gonna still try and find some of the other gifts that I went past, even though I don't think I've gone past any of them right now. So, this leads down over to Blackberry, but before we go and meet up with them, I want to go around the side over here. Yeah, there's no way I can get across that. Yeah, because we can't jump in this game. Yeah, so there's actually something that's buried underneath the ground right here. And if we color it in, yes, it's a gift. So sometimes there's gifts that are actually hidden within the ground. You can dig them up by simply, well, like jabbing them with your paintbrush. That's effectively what you can do. There we go, just color her in the meantime. Yeah, you got a stripy tee. So I guess we can kind of look like, wait, what does this look like exactly? Yeah, we can look more like Ness from Earthbound with that, with this type of shirt. Yeah, customizing your character isn't really useful other than that. At least in the demo version, it's not useful, but I mean, I'm all for character customization. You know, if you basically wanna create your own character, like a character that speaks to your personality in particular, or I guess speaks to your fashion sense, but over here, we do have some more litter. So this vine right here does actually have some interesting properties. So if we color it in, you'll notice that the color travels through the vine. So the paint enters the vine at one end and it comes out the other. There's probably some puzzles much later on where this feature becomes useful, but in all of the puzzles that I've played in the demo, it's not particularly useful in the slightest. But this seems like it could be important for maybe some future puzzles that we might only get to see in the full version of the game. For now, though, there's not really any other use for that. So let's just continue on for the time being. Oh yeah, there's actually a lost kid in that, in this tree right here. I forgot, because the leaves were moving around. So we'll just go pick up the lost kid very quickly. Might as well take him with us. Yeah, the lost kid are basically, or the lost kids, I should say, they're basically little kittens. I mean, yeah, that is effectively what they are. Well, anyway, moving on over here. So we have to regrow these trees. We have to try and get across. And now we can go meet up with Blackberry over here. She's gonna just notice us as soon as we, approach them. Well, I say she, but I don't actually know what their gender is. Again, probably open to interpretation. It's whatever you want them to be, just like modern art. What does she has to say? Did Chicory give you that brush? Yeah? So it's worse than I thought. You don't seem ready. I hope I'm wrong. Come this way. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can also color her clothes too. Okay, there we go. Give you my color palette. Alright. Well, we're just gonna follow her then, because that's the only real thing we can do right now. So now we're in Supper Woods. And now that we're here in Supper Woods, we actually have a different color palette to choose from. So we have like, we have fall colors right here, or autumn colors. These are the 4 shades that we have to work with. Also, take note of the fact that when you enter a new area, it'll display the name of the area that you're in on screen, but all the letters are colored in with specific color shades. And the colors of the letters are actually indicative of which types of color shades you'll be using in that area. So now you'll notice that we're using all these different, like, autumn type colors. We also get introduced to these mushrooms right here, which we can grow. We can actually jump across them. Yeah, we can just bounce on top of them. And when we bounce on top of them, they shrink back to their normal size, and they also let out, like, an explosion of paint, too. You can also use that to color the environment around you. There we go, you know, just splattering paint everywhere. Just splattering paint all over the place, but I'm not gonna try and waste too much time with that. We're just gonna move on for now. So there is another gift that we can collect right up there. So what we are gonna want to do is that we are going to want to grow these mushrooms. Also, the direction in which you move when you bounce on the mushroom depends on which arrow key you're holding at the time of your bounce. So, for instance, when we're bouncing on these mushrooms right here, we want to keep holding either the D key or the right arrow key right up until we get to this platform right here, and then we want to hold the up arrow key in order to land on the platform with the gift on it. Or alternatively, we could use the W key for that, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I want to bounce like this, and then I want to change my direction, and there we go. We're on top of this platform, and we have another gift. We have the flower dress. Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming this is what he means. So, sun and flowers, so I'm gonna put the flower dress on right now, actually. Because there is a sun hat that I found later on, so we might be able to bring this back to him, actually. I don't know if he'll ask us for any other favors beyond that, but for now, we're just gonna move on and try to find the other gift. I'm gonna try and find that sunflower, like the sunflower hat, I mean. And actually, let's just go and pick up this litter very quickly. There we go, picked up some litter. And we can actually walk down along this path over here, and this will lead to, I believe, another gift. Yeah, another gift that's hidden in the ground. And we get a starry tea from that. I think we're just gonna store it for now. Actually, there's another thing that's hiding in the bushes. Yes, another lost kid. We have to get up top to that area over there, though, in order for us to actually go and grab him. So we'll come back to this area in just a moment, because we have to get to the top part of the area. Yeah, and he's actually hiding back in the tree now, so just hang on a moment. Hang on a minute, we'll go and retrieve him in just a minute, because we actually have to get back there. So there's actually 2 different paths we can take. We can go either north or east, but I think we'll go east for now. Yeah, because the tree also gets colored in, it also causes it to shrink. But for now, let's just go up this way for a moment. And I want to take the lost kid out of here, because I want to actually go down here and just pick him up very quickly. There we go. You found another lost kid. Then what I could do is that... Actually, can I... Is it possible for me to go back up now? Oh god, I don't think it actually is. Well, we can go back over this way using the mushroom. Yeah, because I would like to try going to the north now, actually, because I want to show what exactly is over there. Hang on a minute, let me bounce all the way back over here. Very nice indeed. Because we do have another gift, and this is a bow. I am not wearing that at any point. That's not even what we need, but, you know, at least we have it. This is how my inventory is looking right now. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of different dress-up stuff. Keep my cool shades on for now. Yeah, we have overalls, pocket jacket, starry tee, stripey tee, the cafe tee, and the flower dress. Very good, got all sorts of customization options, but I really want to try looking for that sunflower hat in particular, which may or may not be over this way. I don't actually know if it is or not. Well, it does lead to another gift. This is, okay, yeah, so this is the sun hat. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go back very quickly just to see if this is exactly what Oats wants. Because again, I didn't try doing this when I played the demo off screen. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if I bugged the game out when I did that or not, but I think I can just like... Oh yeah, it just bounces me away when I try to grow it when I'm standing on top of it. Okay, that's a little weird. But anyway, I want to go and, yeah, meet up with Oats again very quickly, because I just would like to know if this is what exactly he's asking for, because I'm pretty sure I solved his riddle. So I want to go down here very quickly for just a moment. There we go. Just drop down, and I can also get rid of these trees right over here, because I don't know where this leads. Actually, wait a second, this is an area that I didn't see before. I was never down here before. Wait, who are you? Beans? Oh, hey. You seen any critters around? My kids went and wandered off. For the millionth time. Oh, this must be where I have to take the lost kids. Oh, you're the one who found my kid. Much appreciated. Well, if you see more, send him here. I'll be keeping an eye on him. Come in and say hi sometime. And he just disappears. Okay, well, I have, like, 3 of your children. Can I just come in and say hi to you? Yeah, here's a little kitty. Oh, I can pet him. You know, this does look kind of strange to some extent, because this looks like an actual, like, real-life kitten. And yet, everyone else in this universe is like an anthropomorphic animal. I don't really know about that. I can also sit down. Yeah, it seems like I can pet them. Aw. Very cute. Very adorable indeed. They're all just sleeping, and yet somehow still reacting to me petting them. Yeah, it seems like I can sit down wherever I want. Okay, so can I talk to you again? Hey, the kids are alright. I ain't about to take my eyes off them anytime soon, but I'm worried about the others out there. There's still one missing. Little rascals. Okay, so there's still one missing. I think the color wipe scared them off. And usually they'd find their way home okay, but without color they might not recognize the area. They're smart critters, so they'll be okay. Those kids will squeeze into anything. Half the time I can't even find them when they're here. I gotta clean this place sometime. Anyways, there's still one missing. Oh, so there's only one that's still missing. Okay, well, I might as well try and find them then. Because if that's the last one, if there's only like one more missing, then I might be able to actually complete this quest then, in the demo. Gulp Swamp this way. It doesn't seem like I can enter the Gulp Swamp because it's blocked off. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, you're hiding in that tree right here. Okay, well, I found him. I found him then. There we go. We found the lost kid. Hang on a second. I got all of them. I have every single one of them now. There's your children. Hey, this is the whole litter. Cute, huh? When they aren't giving me a conniption. Never heard of that word before. I feel like I owe you one. You got a headband. Not gonna wear that right now. It ain't much, but I hope it's handy for you. Kids will be kids. It's hard to know what's best for them sometimes. It's hard figuring it out by myself. Heck, I probably used to scramble off worse than they do. Builds character. But at least they're home safe now. Yep, and now I can no longer talk to him. Also, his expression has completely changed too. And then of course it goes back to normal when I come back in. Okay, well, there you go. It still says I have the lost children in my collection though. Yeah, after you find them, they're sent to Beans and Luncheon. Okay, but are there more to find though? Because why are they still here? Well, I don't know. He said I only needed to find 4, so I guess that's everything then. Oh, I see. We can go around the other way. Okay, well, what's down here then? Oh. Hang on a second. This is another area that I don't think I've seen before. Yeah, this is another lost kid, actually. So hang on a minute. So how many of them are there then? So who's this person's child? Or who do you belong to? Like, whose parent does this child belong to? Does it belong to Beans? Hang on. Do you know anything about this, Beans? Hey, so I was doing a head count and there's an extra kid here. Don't know where from, huh, but I thought about it a bunch, and I can't throw it out. Poor thing ain't got nowhere to go. I'll take care of it myself, at least till its folks turn up. It's the right thing to do, I reckon. All these rascals running about, it's a lot for one person. But I can handle it. They're just so darn sweet. I'm a proud mama. Okay, well that's 5 of them. And I only see 4 of them, though. Okay, well, anyway. I feel like I've at least got something accomplished. Yeah, I know I'm kind of getting distracted a little bit here, but at least I figured out where to send the lost kids to. But now, yeah, I want to try going back to the cafe over there, because I want to show Oats my new outfit for just a minute. We'll meet up with Blackberry in a few moments, okay? I just want to try this out here. Because there is admittedly some stuff that I haven't done yet in the demo, even after playing it off screen. Is this what you were referring to? The sun over the flowers, that's the outfit I'm looking for right now. Oh wait, did I put my... How did I accidentally put my overalls back on? Hang on a second. Yeah, why do I have my overalls back on? Hold on. Here we go. The flower dress. There. Whoa! Your outfit is it! It speaks to me. For that, here's something cool. We got tinted shades. Probably tinted yellow, if I had to guess. Oh god, that looks ugly. But I think I'm looking for a new outfit now. A howdy to the stars. That's the outfit I'm looking for right now, but I don't think you can find it in the demo. Oh, he knows. He knows. Well, I have the starry tee, so I guess that's one part of the outfit? Yeah, a howdy to the stars, so I'm assuming there's probably some sort of cowboy hat that I can find, right? Maybe some sort of cowboy hat that I can find somewhere? Yeah, but I guess maybe I can't find it in the demo. Okay, well in that case, put my, put the headband on. God, what even is this? I have a terrible sense of fashion. Yeah, he says that I can't find it in the demo, though, so I guess we're just done with oats for now. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway. I guess we're just gonna move on for now, then, because I don't think there's anything else that we can do with him for now. So, let's try finding Blackberry. Let's just continue on. I don't think those are all of the gifts that we can find in the demo just yet, though. Pretty sure there's at least one more gift that we can find somewhere, if I remember correctly. We're gonna try and find it here. Gonna go back to the Supper Woods. Actually, you know what? How about I try... Can I actually try and, like, fall down here? Oh no, can I actually... Okay, no, it seems like these mushrooms in particular are one way only, because when I try to hold down, like, the down arrow key so I can like fall downwards onto the lower platform, or onto the lower section of ground right here, it doesn't work. Huh, okay. So I guess I have to find some other way to get down there then. There we go, just color it in the meantime. Oh, very nice indeed. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna go back to where I was originally. Okay, so we're back over this way. Now... Did I actually go down here already? Because I'm starting to forget a little bit. Okay, no. I was not down here yet. Okay, yeah, so I was already up here. I was just trying to remember if I already went up here or not. Doesn't seem like there's any more lost kids hiding in these trees over here, though, so that's good. That's good, at least. We can send some color down there. Very nice indeed. There we go. Yeah, doesn't seem particularly useful right now, but I assume that's gonna come in handy in, like, some later puzzles. I would imagine. Probably no use for them in the demo, at least for now. I mean, there's always the possibility that the layouts of some of these starting areas could change in the full game. We'll just have to wait and see for now, because I don't know when exactly the full game's going to be coming out. In the meantime, though, we're just going to bounce on some more mushrooms. There we are. Actually, wait. Go off the beaten path. Hang on. We have to do that again. I forgot that there's an alternative path that we can take if we go upwards, like this. So, where exactly does this lead to again? Okay, this leads to another gift. So what do we have? We have a hoodie. Okay, yeah, so I definitely remember the hoodie, though. I remember the hoodie. Oh god, what exactly is this? Yeah, hoodie and a headband. My god, I don't know about this, but Pasta out here looking like some sort of social media influencer with that sense of fashion. Alright, we actually can't go back down there, can we? Yeah, so we have to use the mushroom to get to the other side. Yeah, this just leads to this side. There we are. Okay, yeah. So the normal route leads over here. So, I want to go pick up some more litter over here, of course. There we are. How much litter do we have right now? My god, we have 5 already. So, take note of these weird black trees over here. You notice that you can color them in, which does absolutely nothing. But when you get close to them, part of the screen turns black. That's only when you get really close to those trees, and then when you move away from them, the screen returns to normal. Touching the trees does not actually hurt you, but getting close to them does cause part of the screen to start disappearing. So, again, you are actually going to want to remember these, because there's multiple rooms coming up, actually, where we're going to be seeing a lot more of these trees, but there is another cave right here. This is actually another entrance into Yum Cave, so we can enter from the south side, I guess? I mean, we can enter it through, like, the Supper Woods entrance. But this part of the cave is actually blocked off to us entirely, because we have these weird, I don't know, almost, like, seaweed-like formations right here that are blocking us off. And again, I'm pretty sure we need the glow-in-the-dark paint upgrade in order to get them out of the way, because we can still kind of color them in, but I don't believe that has any actual, effect at the moment, like just coloring them in normally. Yeah, so in other words, we still can't do anything in the Yum Cave, so we're just gonna have to leave. Yeah, see, Supper Woods, but you see how it's all colored in the exact same shades of color that we have on our paintbrush right here? That's what I meant when I was talking about paying attention to the colors. It tells you, like, which sorts of colors you can use. Yeah, because the color palette is going to change. Anyway, we can go either down or right, and we can actually go down over here. There's another phone booth where we can ask our parents for any helpful tips on how to beat this game. We want to go over here, though, because I noticed that, yeah, there was a tree that was moving. We actually have another lost kid. We're just going to go and pick him up quickly, so that's 6 of them in total right now. There we go. I have no idea what would happen if we brought the lost kid back to Beans now, but I assume there's probably a lot more that we could find. Yeah, and I have no idea if he's going to react any differently to us getting even more lost kids, and to be honest, I don't really feel like testing that out. At least not right now. We can go inside this person's home. They're not currently here at the moment, and I have no idea whose home this is exactly. All I really know is that, yeah, there's a mushroom on the side of it. Maybe it's Blackberry's home? I don't really know for sure. There's another one of these weird, like, dark trees. These weird, like, ghost trees, almost. Yeah, they become a lot more frequent as we go over here to this area. But before we go down over there, I'd actually like to go back around this way, just to see what is over here exactly. Okay, yeah, so there's actually another gift. I want to go and maybe grab that gift quickly before we do this here. Because there is actually something important that we're gonna get introduced to. Like, something kind of big. Something kind of huge. Alright, we don't want that mushroom to grow just yet. There we go. Just get through here. Get on through here. Just hop across this mushroom. Get this gift. We have a scarf, which we're also not gonna wear. Yeah, so that's 17 bits of clothing, so you can still collect a lot of clothing even in the demo version. And the only way we can get off is by just going back down. And I believe that's the only thing we can do in this particular part of the map, because I don't believe any of the other paths that we can take actually lead anywhere. I believe they all lead to dead ends, so there's not really anything else we can do at the moment. Except for color in the whole environment, of course. You know, just like this. Oh yeah, and everything just gets shrunk down. Only colors in part of the environment as well, which is just a little bit disappointing, but... You know what, I'm gonna go back to Beans very quickly, just to see if he will actually react to the fact that I got another lost kid here, now that I have 6 of them. Because I believe that's actually the last lost kid that we can find in the demo, if I'm not mistaken. So you know what? I just want to go back very quickly, just to see if he'll react to me finding one last lost kid, now that I have 6 of them. Because I just want to make sure that I'm not going past anything. Because there's actually some stuff in this demo that I came across today that I've actually never seen before. So hang on a minute. Do you have anything to say about this, Beans? No, I think he just says the exact same thing. Okay, but I noticed that there are actually more lost kids in the house now, because there's 6 of them in total now. Yeah, the only sort of interactivity I have with these lost kids is the fact that I can pet them. I mean, I can also color them in too, so I mean, there is that. And does the color persist? Okay, yeah, it does persist. Except for the cats on the side, apparently, because I guess they're on, like, elevated platforms. And I guess there is no way to get to Gulp Swamp just yet. That's probably not even available in the demo, if I had to guess. Is there some way that I could possibly travel down this vine right here? Because I can launch color through it, or I can make color travel down through the vine, but is there any way that I can maybe ride down this vine myself? No? There might not be. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any way to get down to that bottom area, but I honestly don't think there is. That might not be available to us in the demo. I'm really just trying so hard to see if there's anything that I can still do before we get onto this, like, final area of the demo right here, because we are coming up to the end of it. So I just really want to make sure that I'm not going past anything. Anyway, we're gonna go down south. And yeah, we're gonna check out this, like, forest of dark trees right here. Also another thing that allows us to, yeah, to throw color through. Yeah, so you'll notice if we go right into the center that there is a ton of these types of trees right here. Again, we can color all of them in right here, but that doesn't actually change the effect of the trees, or the effect that the trees have on the screen. Doesn't really change anything at all, so... There is some sort of, anomalous force here. Some sort of anomalous force that's taken over the land of Picnic Province here. And we need to try and put a stop to it, otherwise it's probably gonna destroy all of Picnic Province. There we go, just maybe put a little more color into it. You'll notice, though, that we can't actually color in this gigantic tree right here, so all we can really do is just go inside the tree. Now the game's cheerful music gets replaced with some very ominous ambience. We can go down the stairs. Indeed, we can go down these flights of stairs, and, I mean, we can still color stuff in. Yeah, but it still doesn't change the effects, because the screen on the side is still getting darker. And then there's just like one section right here where it's just completely dark and you can't see anything. But unlike the Yum Caves, you can actually travel through it, and the Nibble Tunnel. Can't really see what exactly you just passed through, but I don't think your color gets erased in that particular section. No, it still travels to the other side. Not really anything that we can color in right here. You'll notice that we have Blackberry here, though. So let's meet up with them. You finally made it. This is what I wanted to show you. I've never seen anything like it. I know. A giant paintbrush that can literally cause colors to explode out of it. Yeah, you'll notice right here that there's a little white lion around this, like, dark matter right here. So this dark matter is actually erasing our color right here. Yeah, see? See how it's all white on the sides? If Chicory thinks you deserve the brush, it's your responsibility to face it. What exactly is going on? What happened to my apprentice's colors? And, where is she? You shouldn't be here. This is a danger to all of us. Chicory needs to see this. This is big, big stuff. So... well... that's just the end of her dialogue. She probably has more dialogue than that, but the darkness takes her away before we have any chance to keep on talking to her. And if we get closer and closer, the darkness is eventually gonna steal us away. Do we risk it? Do we risk traveling into the alternate dimension? I mean, I obviously don't want Blackberry to die, but as you can see, Pasta's just kind of like scared out of his mind now. But if we want to find out what happened to Chicory, we have to face it. We have to face the black mass itself. So, yeah, see, it's just it's erasing all the colors here, so let's go and face it. Let's go and face it itself. Oh god. We get pulled into like an alternate dimension here. And we have a giant eyeball, so we actually have a boss fight right here. So, this is the first boss fight of the game. Basically what you gotta do is that you have to attack the eyeballs with your paintbrush. And the paint does actually get erased after a while. And also, yes, they do actually fire projectiles at you, and Pasta can get hurt by them, so... yes, try to avoid the eyeballs at all costs, because they are dangerous. I have no idea how many hit points Pasta has exactly, but either way, you don't want to get killed by it, okay? Also, this massive eyeball right here, you also don't want to get destroyed by that either. When the eyeball is white, that means you cannot attack it whatsoever. So, yeah, be very careful here. Oh yeah, just avoid this at all costs, because, yeah, you can't do anything about that. Oh god, why is my watch going off? I almost said my phone, but... yeah, so... take care... oh god, oh crap, oh Christ almighty! Okay, yeah, turning into a little bit of a bullet hell shooter now. Okay, can you go away, please? Yeah, we just have to avoid the other guys. Again, I have no idea how many hit points Pasta has, but we have to just, like, avoid everything at all costs. Good god. This boss, like, scared me half to death when I first came across it, because I was not expecting it at all. I mean, I wasn't really expecting this game to have any sort of boss fight, but still very interesting. Yeah, you're fighting a giant eyeball that can shoot lasers out of itself. It can shoot lasers of light. Oh, good god. And it starts moving a lot faster when it gets mad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god, it's moving around like a pinball. Please die. Oh, good god. Is it still not dead? Oh god, it's moving so fast. Okay, please die. I think it's almost dead, but... okay, I think it is dead. Oh, good god. Okay, there we go. Bring the color back into the world, please. Bring the light back in. We powered up our bond with the brush. Indeed, this is actually what I was talking about before, where we could power up the brush itself, or we could get, like, upgrades for it. I didn't want to open that up. Your paint will now glow in dark places. So that's what this was important for. So now we could go back to the Yum Caves or Nibble Tunnel. We can actually illuminate those places now. That is, if we were playing the full game, because, yeah. Or it would, but that's the end of the demo. Thank you for playing. It means a lot. Did you enjoy it? I actually did quite a bit. We're really excited about this game, and about what comes next. If you want to follow along, you can sign up for our newsletter, which I'm not gonna do for now, because I don't normally sign up to newsletters from, like, any developer. Wishlist us on Steam? I think I will actually do that, because I have not yet done that, but is that gonna take me to a different screen? Oh, okay, yeah, it does. Okay, well, you can't actually see it on the screen here, but I'm gonna go to my own Steam page to do this very quickly. I'll just be a moment. There we go. I just went ahead and added the game to my wish list very quickly, because I'm not sure why I didn't do that already. Also, in doing so, I actually found out that apparently one of the other developers currently working on this game had also previously worked on Night in the Woods as well. I don't know if I'll ever do a video on Night in the Woods, though. It's definitely a game that I have been, looking at for like the past couple of years. I don't know if I'll ever try it out myself though. Anyway, if that didn't just open it, you can Google it. Okay. See ya. And yeah, that's actually it, guys. The demo just ends right there. You still have Pasta right here. You can still control him on the screen. You can also draw on the screen as well. Like, you can even draw on the title screen here. Yeah, you can paint a lovely little picture on the title screen right here. And if you wait a little while, the user interface will eventually fade away, allowing you to just paint to your heart's desire on the title screen. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna draw a giant letter B, because I can. Never underestimate the power of the letter B. Now, if you want to, you can continue on with your current save file, but you'll notice that, yeah, it just starts you back from where Blackberry previously was. So if you want to go and, like, tackle the boss again, you can do so if you want to, but that's basically the end of the demo. Or if there's, like, anything else that you still haven't, like, if there's any other task that you still haven't completed yet in the demo, you can still go back and do it, so it still allows you to play the game regardless. And of course, if you go to a new game over here, oh, okay, big green letter B, yeah, that's actually where it gets moved to. It gets moved to the new game screen over here. Actually, can I still draw even in this screen? Oh my god, I actually still can. Okay, I guess it just gets moved over to this screen. Yeah, it doesn't get erased permanently, though. I think that's also where that never again thing that you guys saw at the very beginning of the video also came from. The reason I wrote in never again is because that boss scared me so much that I was just like, no, I never want to see that ever again for as long as I live. I mean, I did get hit by the boss at least once when I first fought it, and I couldn't tell if Pasta got damaged by it or not. I don't know, I definitely took damage from it, but again, I don't know how many hits Pasta can take before he succumbs to his injuries. I honestly have no idea, but yeah, that's all there is to see at the moment, guys. That's the entire game for you, so yeah. The Chicory, A Colorful Tale demo. I believe I completed everything that there is to complete in the demo so far. I didn't show off the hints yet, because I didn't really want to show them off. I already played through this at least once. But I guess a nice little bonus here was that I was still able to discover some stuff that I actually had not seen before in the demo. So we still got to see where exactly we can take the Lost Kids to, because I didn't know where you were supposed to take them before. Also got some additional items from Oats that I never came across either, so got some nice little additions there. So it definitely seems like there's still some side quests, I guess you could call them, that you can complete in the demo, but other than that, there's still not a lot to see. I did tell you guys not to get your hopes up for this demo, because there's not much to it. The demo only takes about an hour to complete if you're planning on like, doing all the side quests, like everything that you can acquire from Oats in the demo, and also bringing the Lost Kids to Beans. And there's only about 6 Lost Kids to find in the demo, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure there's only 6. 17 different items of clothing that you can find. Still not entirely sure what the point of dressing up your main character is exactly, but I don't know, maybe it'll have a greater use later on. It would definitely be important for 100%ing the game, but I don't know if it'll have any, like, any significant importance when the full game comes out. Maybe in order to get into certain areas, you have to dress up a specific way? I don't know, I'm just making guesses. I don't know what exactly the developers have in mind for this game, but I'll definitely be keeping my eyes out on it, because I am really excited for when this game does finally release. And when it does finally get released, I will probably be revisiting the game, but I will most likely be picking up from where we left off in the demo if I do ever decide to revisit it. So everything that we've already completed in the demo, like getting the 6 Lost Kids, showing Oats our horrible sense of fashion, all the gifts that we found, all the clothes items, all that good stuff. Yeah, I probably won't be playing through it again when we finally revisit the game, whenever that'll be. But for now, that's all there is to see in Chicory, guys, and like I said, the demo is probably not going to be available anymore by the time this video goes live. It was a limited time event that the Game Awards were actually hosting, where you could play like 11 or 12 different indie games for a limited time, like basically play tiny preview builds of said indie games, but by the time this video goes live, they're all going to disappear. And if you downloaded them before they were taken down from Steam, well, you're not going to be able to keep them. They are going to be removed from your Steam library by 1 PM Eastern on December 14th. So if you're thinking that you're still going to be able to play these demos at any time you like because you were able to download them before they were delisted, no, that's not the case. You're still gonna lose them either way. So not only will you guys not be able to play this demo anymore, but by the time this video goes live, I'm not going to be able to play it anymore. I won't be able to go back and re-experience this demo at any point. I won't be able to, you know, try and discover anything that I might have overlooked. I won't be able to do that until the full game comes out. Either the full game or another demo comes out. So I guess that's where I'm just going to leave things for now, but I'm definitely excited for this game. I mean, I'm just really excited for the boss fights in particular, because I mean, if the boss fights are about as hectic as the one that you can play in the demo is, then can only imagine how insane the later boss fights are gonna get. Have to use your paintbrush in all sorts of creative ways. I do kind of wonder if you can maybe use like this technique right here in order to cause more damage to some of the bosses, perhaps. Like just doing this, like left clicking over and over, just causing like massive explosions of paint all over the place. I don't really know if that strategy actually works or not, but it does seem like there will be some element of challenge. I don't know if maybe Pasta here will be given like a health bar of some sort. I mean, even if the only enemies in the game wind up being the bosses, I mean, I can't imagine that the bosses will not be able to kill you. I mean, it would be kind of pointless if the bosses were not able to just kill you outright, so I don't really know. All I know is that this is a charming, lovely little game that definitely gives me some Zelda and Animal Crossing vibes, which is always a good thing because I have very fond memories of playing Animal Crossing on the GameCube when I was much younger, so anything that channels those Animal Crossing vibes usually is a win in my book. But even though I am personally very excited for this game, it's also healthy to have a little bit of skepticism as well, because I'm not about to say that this could potentially be like a Game of the Year contender for 2020, and to be honest, part of me feels like it's not going to be that. But I think Chicory will definitely wind up being a nice little successor to Greg Lobanov's previous project Wandersong. If it's able to exhibit the same charm and loveliness as that game, then I might have another potential favorite game of all time here. Or at least a personal favorite game of all time. But it's way too early to tell right now whether or not Chicory will wind up being a game that I actually end up enjoying. But given what I've seen in this demo, it's looking promising so far. It's a game that really allows you to put your artistic skills to good use. Yeah, your quote-unquote artistic skills. Put your modern art on display for the entire world to see. Or in other words, put your artistic skills on display so that everyone can point and laugh at you. But that's fine with me, because I at the very least have the balls to admit that I have, like, no artistic integrity whatsoever. I mean, look at this. I can't even draw, like, Niku from Piku Niku correctly. My god, I should not. Handing me a paintbrush is always a mistake. In fact, just handing me any sort of instrument that allows me to draw things is just such a bad idea that I'm honestly surprised, like, anyone even has any faith in me anymore. Like, I don't understand how the universe just doesn't, like, collapse on itself whenever I pick up a pencil or a crayon. Also, I just noticed that my letter B almost seems to have, like, some sort of skin tag growing out of it. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna end this video, because I'm just being an idiot at this point. Well, I can't really tell you guys where exactly to download this game, because you probably won't be able to by the time this video goes live, but if you do want to check out Chicory's Steam page, which is now live, I have provided a link in the description, so if you want to go and wishlist the game on Steam, or you want to subscribe to the developer's newsletter in order to receive future updates on the game's development, then you can go check out the Steam link to the game below, but just keep in mind that all you can do right now is look at it. You can just look at preview images of the game. You probably won't be able to download the demo because it won't be available anymore by this point. And it's not even guaranteed that the game will go live on Steam, because who knows, the developers might even sign an exclusivity deal with Epic Games, and then it'll be exclusive to the Epic Games Store for an entire year. But I don't really know. I have no idea what exactly is going to happen with this game. But I will definitely be keeping my eyes on it for the next year or so, or however long it takes for the full game to come out. And when the full game does finally come out, we will be coming back here and continuing on with our adventures in Picnic Province. For now, though, we're gonna have no choice but to end our adventures here, because there's not really anything else we can do for now. We got a nice little taste of the game here, but we're not gonna be receiving the full course meal until God knows when. Early 2020s, at least. Look, I had to make some sort of food reference at the end, okay? The entire game is like, based around food, basically. Literally every character in this game is named after a food object, so I had to make some sort of, like, food pun at some point in this video. But anyway, guys, hope you still enjoyed either way. Hopefully this gave you an idea as to what the game is going to be like when it comes out, but right now, there's not really anything more I can say about it, so that's just it for now. And I guess that's where I'm just going to leave the video then, so thank you guys as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video I make. Later. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you all a quick update in regards to the demo of this game being removed from Steam entirely. So it is currently December 14th, and it is after 1 PM Eastern Time at the time that I'm recording this part of the video. And I mentioned near the beginning of the video that the demo for Chicory would be removed completely on Steam at around December 14th at 1 PM Eastern Time. And I also mentioned that anyone who had previously downloaded the demo will no longer be able to access it after that date and time. Well, I can confirm that I was both right and wrong about that. I was right in the sense that it does lock you out of the demo, because I noticed that after it had hit 1 PM Eastern Time, that I can no longer launch the demo for the game. It told me that I had to purchase it if I wanted to continue playing it, but you can't purchase Chicory right now, so basically the demo has been removed and I can no longer play it. I've been completely locked out of it. What I was wrong about, though, is that it would be removed from your Steam library entirely, which is not the case. If you had downloaded the demo before it was removed, or before you got locked out of it, it'll still be on your hard drive, you just won't be able to do anything with it. You're still not gonna have any access to the demo anymore, so you might as well just uninstall it. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that very quickly. The demo is gone now, but if you already had it installed in your Steam library, you should still have it in your Steam library, but most likely it will lock you out of it by now, and it'll probably be telling you to go and purchase the game, which you can't currently do. So I would recommend just uninstalling the demo, because you can't do anything with it anymore. You might as well free up all that additional space on your hard drive, because it's being occupied by a game that you can no longer play now. Anyway, just wanted to update you guys on that quickly. Hope you still enjoyed this video either way. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.